What's happening, YouTube? Another wild situation that we got right here. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, tap that subscribe button. For all those that are subscribed, I appreciate y'all. For those that ain't yet, I don't know what you doing, player. It's free. Let's go. All right, look, I came across a handful actually of these comments of people asking me, telling me to do a video on this topic, right? And they're saying, man, how come you don't do a video on how the Southsiders can rap, on how the essays can tell on their enemigas, and how the essays can get a pass on snitching on their rivals and things of that nature. Bro, I'm getting a handful of these comments, bro. And bro, I don't know who these people are, where it's coming from, but since it's more than a handful of you guys asking this, I will address this topic real quick. I believe I've done a video on it already in the past. Coming from me, my perspective on things and my opinion on this situation, my experience coming from Northern California, right? Were there some essays who told on Northerners and things of that nature? Yes. Did it happen more often than not? Depending on who you ask. Yes, sometimes it did. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with y'all. Were there some Norteños that told on essays? Yes. You know, people snitch every day, B. People tell every day, B. You know what I'm saying? But is it part of their protocol for them, that they are allowed to tell on their rivals? I don't know. That's kind of been like a myth type. And this ain't a video to slander nobody or throw nobody under the bus or nothing like that, man. Shout out everybody, you feel me? But because I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you guys. Growing up in Northern California, there was this myth or this belief that was true. Growing up, we were taught that watch out when it comes to these fools, because they would tell on you and still be good in their neighborhoods. And with my experience, I have seen that happen with Southside. Shit, I done seen it happen with all kinds of different hoods. Northeast Bloods, Crips, like, you know what I'm saying? But did we see it more often than not when it comes to these upstate dudes? Because I can't speak on anything that goes on in Southern California, in the streets of LA. I don't live there. I didn't grow up there. Now, I do get a lot of Africanos, a lot of my black brothers that come on here. And for the most part, according to the profile pictures and things like that of the commenters, it looks like it's a lot of the, my black brothers that are telling me to do these type of videos and things of that nature, right? Because I will speak up against when a black says something against Latinos or whatever the case may be. So they're getting at me. I don't know if they think I'm a Southsider or whatnot, but they're getting at me and like, how come you don't do a video on your people and how they're able to tell on blacks? I'm like, my people? What are you talking about? Like, you feel me? Like, what? Who's my people? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you guys think I am, but... So, just to get back on track, yes, I did experience growing up Southsiders telling on us and being able to kick it in their hood, kick it with their homies, seeing them riding down the street with their folks. Now, at the time, it looked like they allowed that type of shit. But now, looking back at it, what it was most likely, bro, I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you guys and be real. I think it was the lack of communication. Like if we did something to a Southsider and he tells on one of the homies and that Southsider gets out or whatever and he's kicking it back with this hood, we got the paperwork on him and everything, right? Who are we going to show to get this dude removed off his hood? To get him deemed no good, right? We ain't talking to no Southsiders on the streets. We ain't communicating with none of them fools, you know what I'm saying? So how do we communicate that, hey, one of your boys snitched on one of my boys when one of my boys shot him? Like, you remember when my boy shot your homie last week? Yeah, well, he snitched. And like, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing that, bro. We didn't have no communication with either, like, you feel me? Either side had zero communication whatsoever. Or if a Norteño snitched on a Southsider, there was no way for the Southsiders to come and get at us. There was no way for a Southsider to call a Norteño. There was no social media. Like, they can't just DM them the paperwork real quick or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can today. So there was no way of either side finding out that their homie snitched on their enemies. And I think that's what it came down to, bro, the lack of communication. Now, of course, you're going to get other people that's going to say otherwise, like, nah, they did allow that shit, homie, you tripping, woo, woo, woo. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know their policies. I don't believe it. I don't think that's what it was. I think it was just a lack of communication. So that allowed the rats to go back to their neighborhoods, to kick it with their homies, to, you feel me, act like they ain't never made a statement before, knowing damn well we got the paperwork, we got the black and white, you know what I'm saying? You clearly told the police after you got hit, after you got shot, stabbed, whatever, who did it to you. That's why the homie's locked up. But since we didn't have no communication with the other side, there was no way of us showing them fools the proof that we had that that fool was rap. This is just my 2 cents on this topic. You guys been commenting this for like the past week and a half now. I don't know what it's about, but this is my, do I think Southsiders are able to tell on the enemies? No, I think that's dumb. If they go to the pen, they're going to get hit for it. You know what I'm saying? That's only obvious. Does it happen sometimes? Yes, but coming from someone in Northern California, this is my perspective on it. This is my experience with it. This is why I think why it would happen more times than not. The lack of communication. Man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's the kid and I'm going.